Hey, welcome back to the Backlog Brawler channel, and we have a new game right now. It's Against the Storm. This is a pretty recent game that was released around December 2023, I think. I played a demo of this and I liked it, so I got it on sale. Now, this is we're gonna do a brand new reset playthrough, so I just reset my profile because the progress from the demo does seem to carry over on the purchased version. So anyway, let's just begin.
The world is plagued by the Blight Storm, a vile cycle of destruction ravaging everything in its path. The only safe haven is the smoldering city where the mysterious Scorched Queen reigns. You are one of her viceroys, a pioneer sent into the wilds, tasked with establishing new settlements and acquiring valuable resources for the crown. Your goal is to help rebuild the smoldering city and secure the future of the Queen's subjects.
Great, so from what I've seen from playing, it's not really to secure the queen subjects, but more to secure the queen herself, but whatever. Alright, so Queen's Envoy, who looks like a crow, is asking me to do stuff, so I will move the camera, WASD, or the mouse. Alright. So neglecting the village increases the queen's impatience, so this is the impatience bar. And fulfilling my duties increases the reputation, and once the reputation bar fills, you will win. Yeah, now I have to choose a blueprint, and then yeah, I do only have one choice, so buildings here aren't unlocked. You have to get blueprints for them, well, not all the time, but more or less. So yeah, I need some wood to get the fire going, because if the fire goes out, bad things happen. So I need to build a woodcutter's camp, and I find that the best placement for this is usually beside trees you want to clear out. So where are those? These foggy areas here, they are glades, and you basically get access to them once you clear the trees. Oh, and by the way, can you look at that? See, there's this little guy constructing the woodcutter's camp for us. Very good. He got some supplies from the main warehouse, and it's coming up nicely. So we have to assign some people, and the thing here is that you actually have workers races here. You have humans, you have beavers, and you have lizards. And so far, the beavers are the ones, if you go over here, they have a specialization proficiency in woodworking. So they got a 10% chance of doubling their yield because of that proficiency. So whenever choosing somebody to assign, you have to assign see, there's ×2 there. You have to assign the best workers. So anyway, somebody's telling us to check out our new orders. Let's do that. So orders are basically Queen's orders, which you have to fulfill. So it's telling me my objective is to get 2 woodcutters camps built, and I have to have 10 wood in those collectively in those 2 woodcutters camp, and I get beavers, 3 of them, and some sort of tech which allows me to chop 35% quicker. And of course I also get some reputation, which would allow me to unlock extra blueprints. So yeah, because of that, let us place another woodcutter's camp, maybe here. You can press R to rotate. There we go. So somebody who is idle will start building. And how do you know who's idle? You can check this hammer icon here. There are 5 total I don't know, should I call them villagers? No, they're workers. There are 5 free workers, and whenever a worker is free, they're not assigned to a building doing anything. They become builders. So if everyone's assigned to buildings, then you can't build anything. Now I would want to assign beavers, but unfortunately there is a shortage of beavers, so I'll just assign non-beavers. Alright. So far so good. And one thing that the tutorial last time did not teach me is you can build paths, which grants walk speed increase, so let's just do that. Let's put that here. So one of my orders are ready to deliver. Let's deliver that. And we got a new objective, which is cut through the forest to discover 2 glades. And I need 5 beavers as woodcutters. I'll get some humans and some meat. And Queen's Grace. Okay, so next thing is we can mark trees for harvest. You do it that way. So it prioritizes harvesting those trees, and if you really want to prioritize that, there's this option here, but again it's locked for now. So we can also tag these trees because they're connected to glades. They'll work on that. Oh, and we do have to change the workers to beavers so that we can be more efficient at chopping trees. And I do have to choose a blueprint, and it's not really like I have a choice. We get shelter. So after choosing that blueprint, there's this yellow highlight on housing, and you can now build shelters. There we go. So what do shelters do? So you have to build shelters close to a hearth, and you can see the range here. There's this orange outline. These shelters protect your workers from bad effects, especially when there are storms. So right now there's a drizzle year 1, so it's not storming yet, but when storms do come, there might be some nasty effects, and the nasty effects get nastier depending on the hostility level of the forest, which is right now at level 0. And well, yeah, it just gets worse the higher the hostility level. And why am I able to say this in a tone that it seems like I know what I'm doing? Because I played, I think, the first 2 tutorial maps for this, and yeah, I've learned a lot of interesting things with those 2 playthroughs, and I look forward to learning some more. So whenever builders are not doing anything, you can maybe optimize them to see. I have 5 idle builders, so when I build a path, it's very easy for the path to be built because there are 5 idle guys who are just raring to work. And another thing here is the homeless stat, which means there are 6 homeless people, which, because of that, let's build some more shelters so they can have some homes, and each shelter can house 3. So if I build 3, then I'll be able to accommodate 9 people. It's great. So while waiting for stuff to happen, I can maybe do ×3 speed. Alright, so notice the change in music. We're now in clearance stage. So a while ago we were at drizzle, now we're at clearance, and the next storm is gonna come in 4 minutes. So it would be nice if you had houses for everyone. Make sure everyone has houses. Good, real good. Oh, and let's build a path here, make it nice and accessible. Right. So from time to time, tooltips will appear left or right, and you can read that. So you can see here, this is a dangerous glade. So if you unlock that, you need to do something because there's a time limit, and if you don't do that thing, then bad stuff happens. It's that simple, but it's not really. I mean, you'll see when you dive deeper into the game. So we completed the order because we've revealed two glades. One, glade number 1, and glade number 2. Then let's complete the order. Let's deliver that. I get 3 humans and meat and more blueprints for me. Now, next is we need to build a small forager's camp and get 5 veggies. And after that, we get a perk. +1 to vegetable production. And some rep. Okay, so let's just do that. Let's get the blueprint for the small forager's camp. And we can now build the small forager's camp. Now, the thing I like about this against the storm is, do you see those arrows? When I click on the building, it just points to the resources that are relevant for said building. So let's build a building there. Let's plop one there. Right. So one other thing is that you can actually move buildings. And here it says it can be moved for free. So if, for example, you do want to chop up some other trees from other locations, you can move that here, for example. And then you can just mark the trees next to it so that they'll chop that. And you can build a path. Alright, so let's assign some foragers. And you can see this icon here. This means that humans are actually the ideal race for doing stuff like that. Alright, and there's a new icon here, newcomers. So I'm not sure if it's every 5 minutes or so. You have to choose between which group of newcomers you want to welcome in your settlement. So I would like... Well, vegetables are part of my objective, and there are variety of resources, so I'll go with this. Okay, so far so good. Everyone's holding up well. Oh, there are 2 homeless, so let's build one more shelter. Well, actually, let's make that 2. And if ever you're wondering how many resources you have, you can check it out here. You can click on the various categories and it'll show you resource and also the trend. You can see that up arrow here, that green arrow. That means you're gathering more wood and stockpiling, and it's not draining. If it were draining the resource, meaning the resource goes down because maybe, for example, for food, if there are too many workers and not enough gatherers, then that might show a down arrow, a red down arrow, like this one, roots, a red down arrow. That means the rate of consumption is greater than the rate of gathering. Alright, so in a little while we'll have 5 veggies. Alright, I hear that sound. Glade events. Where? Okay, here. See this little round circle here? That means we discovered a new glade. So we choose what to do here. We have 2 choices: to salvage or to rebuild, and these are the requirements. But let's just pause the game here. So these are the requirements to salvage, and these are the requirements if you want to rebuild the herbalist's camp. So if you rebuild, you get this, and if you salvage, you get this. Right now I do want to rebuild this, so I'll choose rebuild, and you have to assign workers. But let me just explain this one. If this has this circle rotating thingy, then that means you can opt to choose another resource to consume. Not because right now it's clay, so you can choose other resources just in case you don't have enough clay. But I don't have enough of anything. So, and you know, I do want to rebuild, so I'll choose this. And you have to assign some workers, so it doesn't matter which, because they don't have any specialties. Well, there would be, but nobody's a specialist in that. So we click investigate, and we play the game. Another glade has been revealed with roots, and here we go. Our first storm year 1. So guys are no homeless, so that's good. Well, it's still hostility level 0, so it doesn't really matter much. If the hostility level goes up, then that's when storms are really gonna be nasty. Anyway, we completed an order, so we just deliver that, and we get a new objective, which is this. Let's pick up the blueprint and build the stonecutters. So here are the clay deposits. Let's place that here. You can see that in construction these are the resources you need, and there's a priority. You can bump that up, so up to 5. Highest priority is 5, so that means it's gonna, if you're building multiple buildings, it's gonna prioritize this building first. Alright, so stonecutters camp, nobody's really a specialist there. Assign whoever. And herbalists camp, nobody's specialty either. So you can see that there's a limit to the map. You can see the water around the island, so you know that the island is finite. So you can maybe work on opening up all the glades that you can. For example, here, let's try and open up this glade. Let's see if it's in range. It's not fully in range, so we can opt to move that here. And the thing is, the farther away from the warehouse your stuff are, the more inefficient it gets, because whenever they need to store materials, they do need to store it in the warehouse. Alright, order's complete. Let's deliver that. And here's a new thing, cornerstone. So you have to choose cornerstone, which kind of improves your game. Right. Gain 20 reed and 20 clay for each discovered glade, or I get 50% quicker production in crude workstation. I'm not really sure, but let's go with exploration contract, since I still have a few glades left that I can open up, maybe. So I mean, it doesn't matter too much. This is a tutorial mission after all. So I got 4 idle workers, and you can check per race how many of them are idle. So it's mostly the lizards. I have 3 idle lizards and 1 idle human, which I can also put to work. Oh, let's get this harvester's camp. Let's go ahead and build one. So there, it's conveniently pointing me to which resources require a harvester's camp, and let's see if we can place them in the middle here. Yes, we can, so that it can harvest both resources from the same place. You know, it's not, you know, there are reasons you may not want to do that. I mean, you can maybe place the harvester's camp closer to each resource and then move it later. But for some buildings, there's a movement fee. I remember paying planks to move a certain building. I forgot which. But yeah, just don't, whenever you're gonna move something, just make sure you're ready to pay if it's asking for the resource. Alright, so I got 2 idle workers, which is okay. Oh, and within a camp, you can, you can tick or untick if you want to produce that kind of resource or gather that kind of resource. Same here. And later on, we'll tackle prioritization of resources. I mean, when you're producing resources, but that comes at a later time. Let's speed up. Nothing exciting is happening yet. Right, so we're just waiting for the fiber to come into the harvester's camp. Alright, so we cleared that. We press the orders and complete them. Okay, next is we need to craft stuff in the crude workstation. So let's get the blueprint for that. And let's build it. Alright, crude workstation. So as you can see, this crude workstation, there are these white thingies that pop up. So that means it can take resources directly from these buildings. So let's pop it here. The times 3. Alright, so let's assign some people here. And see that you can also turn on and off if you want to produce said object. Now you can also change the input. For example, for fabric, there's this circle thingy here. So by default it uses plant fiber, but you can also click this, for example, so that it enables using reeds. Same thing with bricks. You can also use stone, but whatever. So it's like that. Oh, and we got some newcomers. Yay, maybe I'll take... I don't have any more beavers, I think. Eggs. Okay, let's take this. Just in case I need beavers. Let's see. Oh, got a new glade unlocked. Didn't see that. So here we can welcome people. So these are the nice events that they're so abundant in Against the Storm. Or you can send the people to the Citadel. So you get Amber Pouch, which is sort of like gold coins in other games. But let me take the people for now. So you do need to assign people to investigate, and it'll take 30 seconds to do so, it says here, once they arrive. Alright, so let's chop up some more trees. Oh, and by the way, chopping up trees actually increases hostility. Because yeah, chopping up trees makes the forest angry. Right, so logistics, you can read up on that. Okay, so you can check if they're actually producing stuff, if said stuff appears on the right. You can see what they're doing. So they're producing planks, and this one's producing bricks. Was that in my mission? Yes, alright. So they're off to a good start. I have 1 idle worker. I would want to see this glade. What do you have there? Let's open up some other glades here. And let's relocate this woodcutter's camp so they can actually chop up the glade. You know what? Let's move this house. Let's put the woodcutter's camp here. There we go. That should be more efficient chopping. We just need our guys to produce more. Alright, so we've met the brick quota in our orders, so we can actually stop them from producing bricks. Just so they will prioritize planks and fabric, which we still need. So there's a homeless guy already. Let's build a home. Maybe here. And I got 5 idle guys just because I cleared the glade event here. Alright, any other glades here? Right, this one. Oh, lots of glades up there. Maybe we can build another woodcutter's camp just to speed up things. And let's put a path here. Oh yeah, I haven't put a path for the whatever this is. Small forager's camp. Triple time, people. Triple time. Right, I completed my orders, deliver that. And you see when I press deliver, every time I press deliver, the reputation bar goes to the left, which brings me closer to victory. So I just need to cut through the dangerous glade. Yeah, right. So let's do that. Yeah, some woodcutters. Put it to normal. Wait, where's the... Okay, so this is the dangerous glade. And I revealed another glade here. Let's cancel. And yes, you can use this to clear the marking. And you can mark another area. So let's find the thinnest area. Maybe here. Let's relocate this here. Let's put a path. And I can choose another blueprint. And here, it's giving me 3 choices. I typically go for the one who has the lowest resolve. So you can see resolve here, the number below the race icon. So the one with the lowest resolve is the lizards. So we choose lizard house, and whenever you build a lizard house or a race specific house, it kind of helps them with the resolve. And whenever there are storms, you can see that the resolve will go to the future value, which is from 9. After the storm, it's gonna go to 6. What we can do, well, is just, you know, keep them content and build stuff. Let's just fast forward here. They're kind of unproductive when there's a storm going on. Oh, and there's also a hearth level, so you can increase the level, which gives you some bonuses. So here, if you reach hearth level 1, it's gonna give you +2 to global resolve, which is pretty good. And it resists corruption by 150. I haven't gone to the corruption mechanic yet, so I can't tell what that does. But I'm pretty excited to see. So to upgrade, you need 8 villagers housed within the hearth range. And you need 4 decorations, so we can put in some comfort decorations. Mind you, there are... Well, as of now, I'm not sure if there are any more. But there are 3 kinds of decorations. Comfort, marked in green. Aesthetics marked in blue, and harmony marked in yellow. So for this hearth to be upgraded, we need For comfort decorations, we will build a park which counts as 4 decorations, and that should help us level up, get more resolve. So there are newcomers. Let's choose this one. Doesn't really matter. All right. I think I need more fiber. Yeah. Okay, let's have them producing bricks again. Okay, just a little more, and we can clear that stuff up. Let's relocate this here. Let's put a path, and then let's check this glade event. Okay, I don't really need these, so maybe I can just send this to the citadel. Okay, so here, the dangerous glade has been unlocked. So there are threats here. This is inevitable. I mean, they gave, what, 1 minute to address the threat. So basically what you need to do is you need to do these. And, yeah, you assign... Well, let's assign them later. There's a reason for that. Anyway, there's a curse of the forefathers consequence here. I mean, the consequences are different every time, but right now it's this. It kills 3 random villagers, and there you go. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 3 curse of the forefathers. I'll have to kill 3 villagers who are idle anyway, so yeah, whatever. So, the countdown timer is still counting down, which means it's gonna kill another 3 in about 5 minutes if I don't do anything. So there was another objective here in our orders. Change scrolls to fabric in the ancient shrine. So you can see here that scrolls here, we don't have scrolls. That's the bad part. But we can change them to an alternative, which is fabric. And you can see that a while ago the error was no materials, but when I changed to fabric, it's now assign worker. So we can just assign these guys and investigate that shrine. It takes 30 seconds to do that, which is well, hopefully we don't reach that timer again, else we're really gonna be in big trouble. Let's put a path here, although we don't have any free builders. So yeah, look at that, they're bringing the materials to the ancient shrine, and there you go. See, no builders available. And now they're bringing it to the ancient shrine. Come on, guys. You know, we don't need to clear trees right now. Let's unassign these and have them build a path. I hope they build a path. Okay, stonecutters camp, no deposits. Let's move you to where there are deposits, which is here. Right. Okay, now my 3 workers are building the path. Let's speed that up. Okay, I think somebody got the ancient tablet. Moving goods to warehouse, right. Alright, they got them to the warehouse. I completed my orders, I deliver, and I win because I filled up the blue bar down there. Okay, great. We haven't leveled up yet, but we unlocked the following content, so good. And yeah, there are helpful tooltips everywhere, so real nice. So that's it. That's the first playthrough of Against the Storm. Very nice. We proceed immediately to the second tutorial, but that's, I guess, for the next video. So I hope you like first tutorial of Against the Storm, and hope to see you later.